Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, almighty 3D AI will be fighting against 3D Scanner. We're gonna compare scanning with AI generation. I'm gonna do full breakdown of 3D scanner use and share some amazing observation I did over a week of testing it. Guys, Steph here, and I finally made my childhood dream come true. I finally get myself a 3D scanner and I'm genuinely surprised. But the coolest thing is of course not a scanner, it's a spinning table, and now I have Mac rotating 24/7. Alright, before we start testing, let me show you a little bit about what it consists of. So I basically bought the minimal kit, like the Inspire 2 new model and the mobile kit to try outdoor scanning and basically to make it more convenient. So the package is quite complete, probably even more things that you might need. There are some markers for marker scanning. I didn't try it. There are also UV filters for scanner if you do outdoor scanning. The scanner itself, the spinning table. Actually, spinning table is quite useful. At first, I didn't realize how useful it can be. Alright, so you have a power bank, you have a holder, you have tripod, and in mobile kit there is a power bank and the mobile holder. Unboxing was very fast, so I prepared the scanner and let's go. And I also appreciated the simplicity of how easy it was to start scanning. You basically download one application and you connect the scanner by Wi-Fi or USB directly. I did by USB. Put on spinning table and that's it. You just press play button on your scanner or in the app. When you connect scanner to PC, it auto-detect with application. You just create new project and right away you start scanning. I did a recording and you can see that was like super easy. The application also shows exactly what you need to do, like how close you need to hold the scanner, like you can see exactly what scanner sees. I mean, overall that was way better than I expected, and I remember when I first wanted the scanner, that seemed like so complex, and I finally got my hands testing on it. Alright, but before I show you the whole process, let's choose some tests and create them in 3D AI as I promised, and in 3D scanner. But guys, I have to confess, it's not a true versus, but there's a value, and the thing is there's a tool for each purpose. Let me show this example. Quite often I'm doing some 3D printing and I need to take into account real size objects. Let's say I do have this joystick and I want to create a stand for it, like in my previous video when I did a stand with Pikachu. Suppose it has unique shape and I need a 3D model to be a base. And also let's try to do a complex scanning. Let's say here is the Mr. Mark, my ultimate tests. It seems simple to create the model. We have all the views. And before we go on, guys, Mr. Mark want to remind you there is top 3D AI that we created for you guys to always know which AI is the best. That's absolutely free arena type platform, only built with purpose to get unbiased real leaderboard of best 3D AI tools. Let's say we go to Hunyuan 3.1, the best free model yet free, because guys, I know they will be paid soon. So we're gonna select front view, back view, and we're gonna create a model. Let's say 1 million, right? I was actually like not expecting this bad. You can see it, the Hunyuan 3.1. This is not a fake. This is like, this just created. But I also did same thing with Hitem. It was little bit better as I thought, but yeah, I mean, this is not about accuracy, right? And yeah, the Mr. Mark. Also multi-view, again, all three views, one of the best try I've seen so far. And we can see the same in high 3D. This is like just a disaster. I think this artifact, I'm not sure, maybe because the background is not removed, but like for example, Hitem didn't add any background stuff. So that's on AI to be actually able to remove that thing. However, same AI can create something like this. Like, I mean, amazing faces, game characters and stuff. And here also Hitem do very good job in creating characters, like very good shapes, faces and stuff, while being extremely bad in creating exact things. And this is the exact reason I want a 3D scanner, right? I want to put some real stuff objects into a virtual one. And now let me show you the whole process. I was doing that first time after like quick check of the instruction. And note in this recording, I was doing that first time. And I thought like, okay, I will be just doing like longer recording and show you like how it works. But it was super easy to get it. So you start scanning and you can see it shows like what you're scanning. It do recommendation like in real time. You can see how shape it is formed, and that's like super cool. Your point is like to try to capture like as much areas and keep it like within excellent range, of course. Per my understanding, you just need like around 1,500 frames. Then you just press one click edit and start preparing the scan. It was quite fast, and here we go. Already look really good, and there might be some artifacts or some holes. That was so easy to fix. We just go mesh, or in Point Cloud, select the grid size, autofill holes, and yeah, it's just done like that, guys. And if you want to try this amazing tool, there will be a link. And big thanks to Revopoint to basically send me this scanner so I can test it, one of the first. And of course there will be a discount by my link in the description. This is for real one of the best budget scanner on the market right now. And here's like how I actually scan the joystick. Here you can see like I was struggling a bit since the object is smaller, and I thought like it will be a problem that I'm catching like the floor, but anyway, I did that. And I also did it like from the other side because I want the complete shape. And the cool thing I saw in the instruction that it can actually merge different scans if the shape is matching. So that was actually a good test. So what I did, I basically did 2 scans, one normal, one upside down, and in total I got 3 scans. Then one click I pressed to process them, and then you basically go to merge tab, and here you select all the scans that you want, and you can see by default they are not fit, and feature preview the alignment. Boom. And wow, I mean, it did it like just right away. I mean, look, it just perfectly matched the scans. And yeah, we do have like one general model. We can go to process that mesh again, and as simple as it can be, like with some lasso embedded like tool, you can clean up like some stuff. You can also do that automatically, like filling holes, isolation and stuff. So here you can see, since I merged like few images, the texture is not what we can use, but look at the geometry. And depends on like how accurate you want it to be. You can choose the quality here. You can choose it like to be more detailed resolution by choosing like bigger precision, like and set it like to 1 millimeter or lower. And the export is pretty simple. Let's get our mesh model, and we have it in Blender. Well, if they could make the rotation nice and sound, that would be even cooler. So here we go, and I plan to use it as a dummy for my next project, as easy as it can be. And you guys also can use it with combination with 3D AI. For example, I exported in GLB, and I can go in Tripo workspace, and you can use anything, but let's say I'll try to use Tripo. We're gonna need to set rotation. This what you see is like vertex colors, and let's give it a try. And here's the textured version. Well, it's not perfect, and it didn't put the eyes like here, but at least it added all the buttons and more or less textured. Well, way better than this example or this example, right? So yeah, I mean, at least the shape is perfect, right? And yeah, I mean, it is perfect. And yeah, it actually painted some stuff, but maybe actually it painted like in the right areas, because it has like physical holes here. I also did scanning of some different stuff, and it works really great. The only thing I spot is that on very small objects, it actually doesn't give like very accurate mesh, but that totally makes sense. For the price it cost, it already did like super amazing job, and the way that it's so easy. And you can also do outdoor scanning like this. So basically mobile handler, you connect it with the wire here and in your phone, and just start scanning. But don't forget to put UV filters, because those lenses are sensitive to the sunlight. And another observation which I figure out, it is perfect with every other color than black. Maybe I need to play with settings more, but even on Mr. Mug, this strap around the head, it wasn't able to catch exactly only this part. Like everything else was perfectly captured. But from other side, like later it built up the geometry on top, like it was just removed. And for big objects, you need like to set different settings or like bigger capture. That's basically a pro pipeline for those who recreate real world stuff. They use scanning for that. And I'm about to use this in more of my video, do some more tests as well as outdoor scanning and things. And of course, guys, let me know if you enjoyed it, and if you have ideas for me to what scan next, how to test it out, what amazing thing to create. Always let me know in the comment. I read all of them. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.